Hey everyone, emmy-lou here. Today I would like to show you how to do a Komodo dragon. They've always kind of scared me, but they're amazing creatures. So I'm going to draw one for you today. You just need a piece of paper that's a landscape, so this way, and you need a pencil. I'm probably going to use some green paint, so you just need paintbrush, water, pot, and then just some green paint. I've actually got, I think I got it from the works. Really cheap green paint, so you don't need too many things. I'd probably have some chalk pastels or oil pastels, so just have a go at finding anything that you can do that's going to be pastel-y, so chalk pastels basically. Chalk pastels are good, even if you've just got one colour, that's fine. So what we're going to do is pencil, paper, let's go, like, subscribe and share. So what I want to do is we're going to do it in a really cool position. So first of all, he's going to have a head that starts out. First of all, I'll do the body. So circle, quite large, but you want to leave space there and you want to leave some space there. So don't do it all the way over here. If you're not quite sure, take a bit of time planning it out. It's okay to rub it out, start again, and it's okay to go around the circle more than once, because some people are scared to just do it once. But I just go over and over till I get a circle that I want. As long as you're doing it lightly, it should be fine. I've just got this bench that I just realised is in the way. Okay, so once you've done that, we're going to touch just here. So put your pencil just there, and you're going to go over. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm going over, over, over. I'm going to take it all the way to this side. So just think, over, doesn't matter if it's a bit wobbly. And then like that. So think about a water slide. That's what it reminds me of. Circle, water slide. That might help you. And then you're going to go, just join it up. So join the tail, because that's the tail. Join that bit to there. And then what you're going to do is come in from about here, just here. So it's almost straight underneath. You're going to go a line like that. So just practice doing it, because if it doesn't look right, do not worry, just rub it out and then just do it again. And then next to that, not right on the cookie shape, you're going to go, if I've done that too fast, just think, start in there, but leave a gap, and then do a line, and it goes round and then stops. This is going to be the face. So we want to do a little line underneath for the mouth. It's a bit wobbly mine, but I quite like it like that. I quite like when you get wobbly and it's all gone a bit, ooh, because sometimes it looks more natural. Then once you've done that, we're going to do a line inside the cookie and outside, so it's about there. Then you want to draw a really, really fun eye. So I'm going to draw it from an angle. Just draw a line like that. So a line like that. Then it doesn't actually matter how you draw the eye, just make sure it's an eye that you like. And I'm drawing it in this kind of position because it's not straight and it's not down, it's an angle. And then we want to do the nostrils, and we want to do the tongue and everything, so it'll look really cool. So you're going to do near the eye, you do a line. Then what I want to do is a little line that goes like this, just because I need quite a few lines there to make it almost look like the mouth's got lots of lips. Then you want nose. So these are the nostrils. Don't worry if they're all over the place, it's fine. And the other eye's here, but you can't really see it, so I might just draw like something like that. It's probably going to be further down, but don't worry too much, it's fine. Then I want to draw, so this bit is going to go whoop. You see, I just did like a little rainbow. Then just a little line that goes like that. Now I'm going to rub this out in a minute, but not yet, because we want to draw an arm, or should we say legs. So coming from here, we're going to go out and down. Can you see the line? Out and down. In the cookie, it has to be quite chunky, this leg, so leave a gap, go up and go like that. So this can continue now. So just ignore the cookie for now because it doesn't matter. And then his claws look so good if you can do it like this. So just do like a little rainbow, and then just think about think about kind of almost like, I suppose it reminds me of rainbows, pointy rainbows. Oh, I suppose bubble rainbows if you think about it. Now his head can go up a little bit more, just here. And then what you want to do is he's got this tongue. A bit like a snake tongue, I think. And then we want to just cut some of the lines, but we're going to do the legs first. So we're going to touch about here on the tail, and you're going to go down. You see where I've stopped? It's kind of just near the mouth. And again, rainbow like that one. And you just want to make up the pointy things. So they're basically like claws. And then we've got another leg, so that's going to come from here. So it's next to that leg, but comes from there. This one's got like some claws that goes. So just don't be worried about creating something kind of strange for the legs. It's okay. And then once you've got that, we're going to rub some lines out and we're going to add some. So it'd be quite nice to do probably a line there. So where the cookie is, just do a line there. I'll probably do a couple of lines there, maybe a line there. Then we're going to rub out quite a lot of the cookie. So find a rubber if you've got one. If you haven't got one, it doesn't matter. Just take your time looking for one. But you want to do, you're going to rub that line, that cookie line there. Rub it out. You're going to add some of the lines back in, so don't worry if it looks strange. Can you see how it's, I would keep that, but can you see how it's taken shape? It looks more like it's, he's turning his body. Now at this stage, you can look at it and think, what doesn't look right? So I would say, let's see, I would say that doesn't look right, and I'm just trying to bring up my picture of what I did, because there's something about him. Okay, so that's the leg. Okay, so what that would be is that actually goes like this, because this is the leg, and the tail we rub out. So the tail and this line we rub out. If you're finding it a bit difficult, don't worry. Just do what you can. I would say that's the leg. Okay, and then we've got the cookie actually gets drawn in a little bit more, but only to there, because the body's bending. You could sketch it a little bit if it helps. So this is one leg, that's one leg, and that's the other leg. I've done the claws a little bit strange as well. So feel free to fiddle around with it so it's exactly what you want. The other leg is over there, so you can't really see the other leg. And all we need to do now really is we just need to colour him in. But what I thought would be fun is I'm going to colour him all green with the paint. So I'm going to get some green, just this colour. I'm just going to, it's like a water wash. And I can even do his eye. But it's a really simple, it's water mixed with paint. I think there's some other colour by accident in there because it's got a bit dirty, but don't worry if it drips. Just give it a go. So this is kind of known as blocking in. So you're blocking, oh, definitely a dark colour in there, which I quite like actually. So you're blocking in the colour, blocking in the shapes. Okay, so that means you know that all of that is coloured and it looks cool. Now the tongue, I would probably paint it, but I've only got my green, so I'm gonna choose a cool colour. Because it's a water wash paint, you don't have to you don't have to wait too long actually till it's dry. And then I'm gonna do a blue eye. Do you know what, some people love red eyes, which is kind of cool. I'm going to get a black pastel. Just going to add in the nostrils. And I like drawing in the eye, really. Might be quite cool. Now what I'll do is I'll get a colour close to the paint. So if I think about, I want a dark green because he's light green. I'm going to get a dark green, and I'm going to now use the opportunity. You've got to let yours dry though. Mine's a little bit wet, which I don't think matters too much to show you, but you want yours to be really dry, like bone dry. You can even do a hair dry if you're allowed. Okay, it's really simple, isn't it? You might want to get a pencil and just draw around the tongue, but I'm still going to get my little finger. And obviously you can add all the patterns. So you can add, it's going to be tricky for me to do this because it's still wet, like I said. But you can add the patterns on him. So he's really bobbly. So if you can see that he's bobbly, you can add all the bobbly bits there. Or you could have him on the water's edge, you know, drinking the water. It's up to you, but you want to try and make, I think I might go around that actually with black. You can give him a habitat to sit in, or I don't know, I quite like I like to keep it as it is. I did a straw and a blow effect with the elephant, so you could do the same with red or something. That would look really good because it's a contrasting colour of green. So you could try that, or if you don't want to use a straw, I'm just going to get some red paint here. Again, this is, I think it's not even £1. It's just a normal poster paint, and I can just go round him like that. Woo. And I can use this effect that's kind of almost, it's like it's a sketchy effect. Can you see it's drying out? My brush is drying out, but I'm still going around. So it's like I'm bordering it out. I'm bordering it, I suppose you could call it. So I go round it nice and thick, and then as it dries out, I just do this. I don't know if you can see, it's like a scribble, but not. So just have a practice, because it's really nice to sort of have a look at presentation techniques and work out what looks good. Because you could do a whole project based on animals or lizards, and your background could be all this type of effect. Because the next one you draw, if you drew a, I don't know, a frog, you could do a blue background. So just have a play around with colours and stuff and see what you end up with. The nice thing is as well, when you do a painted picture for the bulk of the picture, so if most of the picture's paint, you can get chalk pastels and you can go over things. So I've got a yellow chalk now, and if I wanted things to stand out, I could do a bit of yellow here. It's really nice to put chalk on top of paint, if it's dry obviously, you want it to be dry, but it has such a lovely effect. Just trying to think, like if I wanted it darker there, so you can really add to it when you've got the painted effect on there already. So just give it a go, have some fun with it. You're not getting marked on it, you're just doing it to practice and have fun. So yeah, like, subscribe and share, and I will see you soon.